I do? Skinny Jeans on TV. It's episode 17 of the Break Bread podcast. If you're new to the podcast, there's two things you need to know. What we simply do is break down the game, we break down culture, we dissect it so we can find the sweet spot for you so you can know all the facts, no gimmicks. So episode 17 is a special one. They're actually all very special. But episode 17 is going to actually unpack Shane Eagle. So DarkMoonFlowr, the project is dropping on October 16th. And we have an exclusive. Listen to this.
You already know the deal. It's your boy Young Eagle. Just telling the boys that new project, man. The producers I got on there. I got niggas who worked on Good Kid, Mad City. 2014 Far City Drive. Cool. I got dudes who worked on Shane Eagle Yellow. Yeah. She's about to slap, bro.
Now, this clip has got all the ingredients of a dope album. So the topic of today is how Shane Eagle has actually leveraged the Dreamville connection, leveraged his relationship with Baz to actually give us something we can't wait to hear. Now, DarkMoonFlowr is Shane Eagle's second project after Yellow album, which was also a smash of an album. But DarkMoonFlowr is going to be something that's very interesting. I think it's going to be packed with the sound that only Shane Eagle can actually rap to. Shane Eagle is going to be doing the most from the producers on the album. And I mean, if you take Good Kid, Mad City, if you take Forest Hill Drive from J. Cole, those are albums that just had such a dope sonic experience. And something tells me that this album is also going to be a story for Shane Eagle. I love the fact that he leverages his relationship with Baz. And actually, if you kind of want to think about it, Dreamville may be in the album in a not so very overt way, but I think he's really leverages his connections, his relationships, and what best way to actually get all these producers together. Now in the clip, we didn't mention who, but we can take our guesses on who is going to be in the album producing it. Now Paris dropped a record with featuring Nasty C, and the streets went abuzz because SA hip hop has been missing some sort of music in the past few months. People have dropped, but there's a specific palette that now as fans we've become accustomed to, and something tells me that Shane Eagle is going to whet our appetites with the music that's dropping. Now, October 16th is the release date I've just said, and we've been waiting for the album. I think we've been waiting for a few reasons. We've been seeing Shane Eagle go on tours. We've seen Shane Eagle progress in our very eyes. This is a guy that every time he releases a project, it comes with visuals. So now imagine a whole album, and how many visuals is Shane Eagle actually going to give us? And even the concept, DarkMoonFlowr, you kind of immediately going to think to yourself, there's some sort of conceptual, artistic vibe feel, whatever you call it, to the album. Now I can't wait. I'm excited because I think Shane Eagle really gets it, man. This honor album, producers that come with heavy experience, from Good Kid, Mad City to producers on J. Cole, you're gonna get a sound that is authentically you. And Shane Eagle, ladies and gentlemen, right now is sitting on an album that I think is gonna really disrupt the streets. It may be even a global release. Don't be surprised about that. And it shows where he's playing, like where his lane is at. So you should be excited. You should be excited because it's the producers, the relationships, how he's taking sort of a global appeal. And I always use the word global in a very loose way, but global for me is that, Shane Eagle may be actually branching out to new markets. And I think DarkMoonFlowr is going to give him that kind of opportunity. And it's something that SA hip hop is going to learn from. Now you may think, well, aren't you just going to talk to our own people? DarkMoonFlowr may do the most in terms of getting responses from guys like Kendrick, guys like J. Cole, guys like Dreamville. Baz is a guaranteed. He's gonna show that cosign immediately when the album drops. So I think the cosigns that Shane Eagle is also gonna get from the album are gonna be so dope. As I'm thinking right now, I should have actually called this topic cosigns leading up to DarkMoonFlowr release. Issue. That's so dope. Okay, let's just change it up. The cosigns have been dope. The cosigns have had Baz, Dreamville, a few guys that are also featured on the album, which is so dope. And I even love how Shane's been tweeting about the album. As I actually look at my notes right now, I'm actually on Twitter. You know, you can just see the progression and how he was actually on tour with Dreamville. And Dreamville didn't say they're gonna sign him or not sign him, but I think that's dope. So I'm on his Twitter right now, and as he said, DarkMoonFlowr, October 16, my debut mixtape cover and track list. My bad, it's actually a mixtape. My gift to y'all for being patient. Art by Nicole Black. This project features some of my favorite artists from all around the world. Sleepless nights spent, pre-order, pre-drop on Friday. Now, so we've actually got our information wrong. It's actually a mixtape. We've heard the Nasty C feature, Patrick Lee, that Evolve joint made just like smack in such a dope way. Forever Young, I can't wait to hear that. Go to the Friend. Now this is a very interesting one. This guy is kind of South African in a way. I think it's all, like his visual vibe has always got a South African vibe to it. But anyway, there's a track with him as well, Lost in the Shade, and I think we can't wait for that feature. Then there's also something that's got to do with track 1 is Up One featuring Loot. So you see that some of these artists are artists that are probably boys with Shane Eagle. It's artists that really mess with his music. So he ain't lying when he's saying that these people are people that are actually in the circle. So some of the features, it's Loot, it's Razor, Nasty C, J-Tech, Patrick Lee, Collaborate, The Mind, Baz, of course, and he's saying 5 days. So it's so dope because, you know, like, I mean, even Bonanga's showing love to Paris. You know, Shane Eagle's Paris is with that emoji. So I think it's dope because Shane Eagle chose a very smart collaboration with Nasty C. I think their sounds collaborate or are actually dope together. And, you know, if we're thinking about people that actually may take SA hip hop far, these are the people you need not look further. So as I said, man, it's an album we can't wait to drop. I think it's got makings of a global release, as I said. People are co-signing heavy. Casper's co-signing, Bonanga's co-signing the album, Nasty C's co-signing the album, Bass is co-signing the album. So in terms of co-signs, this album has actually got dope ingredients. He's got visuals that have dropped called Black. So this is a very hard-working man who understands what everything is about. Even Bass is kind of co-signing. So man, yeah man, this is the project coming out. It's Shane Eagle, DarkMoonFlowr. Now to wrap everything up, I can't wait to hear some of the features. I can't wait to hear the Dreamville Connect. I can't wait to hear the producers as well that are featured on the album. We had an exclusive where my homie Kazi was talking to Shane Eagle. Shout out to Kazi for actually giving the exclusive on the producers, which is dope to actually hear and know that the producers have worked on some really dope projects, award-winning, even probably Grammy-nominated albums. So it's only dope that we do this video to say, Shane Eagle, good luck for the October 16 drop. We can't wait for what's gonna happen. And on the Break Bread podcast, that's the feature, man. It's where we talk about Shane Eagle and the things that we can expect from the album. It's got producers, it's the sound, it's the visual game, it's the cosigns that will be leading further to the album. And Shane Eagle is in the position now, I feel, to drop Hip Hop Album of the Year. Because we're all going to be listening to it. We're all going to be seeing the cosigns. And hip hop has got a gap right now where most of the guys are kind of asking themselves, do we still do the heavy rapping in English, or do we do the Mapiano and go vernacular? Someone that is going to just stick to who he is may be interesting for the one album that actually stands out in the game, and the one album that in December we may not be actually bumping in the clubs. Actually, correct, we may be. It's going to be a mixtape. That is something that is going to be beholden in SA hip hop. Something that we've been missing as well from a sound point of view. So that's the Breakbread podcast. Let me know what you think. It's Shane Eagle, October 16, DarkMoonFlowr, the mixtape. And you can't wait. The cosigns are dope. The features are also interesting. It's kind of the new school SA hip hop feel, I won't lie. And the production levels are also insane. It's your boy DJ Hams playing. It's skinnyjeans.tv. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comment section and make sure you subscribe.